Hello, sports movie fans, and welcome to Locker Room's Flicks podcast. I am your host, Frank Sullivan, and with me is my co-host, Frank Darlin. How are you today?
Good. Nice day in Florida today.
Weather pretty good down there?
Oh, yeah. It was like 75 today. It was beautiful.
I was watching somebody the Pro Bowl today. Did you catch some of that or no?
No, I don't watch the touch football. Flag football.
I tell you, the skills is fun.
That's cool.
I like
agree
seeing the skills. I watch most of the game.
Yeah.
It's flag football now.
Yeah.
At this point, it's like, you know what? If it's going to be flag football, you might as well move it after the Super Bowl.
I agree with you. I agree totally.
Because I mean, look at all the Chiefs players that like Patrick Mahomes. I mean, Patrick Mahomes probably gets in almost every Pro Bowl, but he's not playing it.
Yeah. No, Brady never did either.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've actually been there, Frank.
That's why I figured I'd bring it up. I know it's Orlando.
I watched the Pro Bowl. I was very nice to people that come down from Canada, Carmine and Wendy. Mm-hmm. Carmine got me tickets with two of the guys that work with him from Canada.
Wow.
And he was down here. He said, "You want to go?" I said, "Sure, I'll go." And that's when they played, tackle. They played real. It was fun. I mean, I enjoyed it. Really, there was a couple Jets there.
Yeah,
so it was pretty cool.
I tell you, there was a lot of. I noticed a lot of Lions players.
Yes,
I noticed at least two offensive linemen. Goff, Gibbs.
Oh yeah.
But I'm all for the flag football aspect of it. I think again, being injury wise, be a shame if you blow your knee out during which I mean you could do that practicing.
Yeah, you could do that playing flag football too.
You're right. But yeah, I think I'm all for the flag football, but I say move it after the Super Bowl.
I agree with that.
Maybe.
I agree
totally.
totally.
It'd be better.
Yep, definitely. Yep.
But that's neither here nor there. So I know this is our last and final episode for now.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're gonna go on a little hiatus. I don't know. Maybe we'll come back. Maybe we'll do something different.
Hey, you never know.
I'm all for it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, again, this is your. What do you think of podcasting? What did you? Because again, you enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it. I learned a lot. I learned a lot from the movies that I watched that I've seen before and the ones that I haven't seen. I learned a lot of back. I like the back stuff. All different things about how they do it, and it's just and you see a lot of different actors. It was really cool. It really was. A lot of true stories we did.
Yeah.
This one is too.
Yep.
So no, I liked it. I enjoyed it. I really did.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it could be a lot. Trying to do this, especially because we were doing it weekly. We don't have any kind of studios or any kind of producers.
No,
it's just
no.
Us
well, I give you
it.
credit. I give you credit because you got a lot more things going on than me. So
yeah. We'll definitely talk about that. That's for sure. I'll tell you the whole story. But I mean, I said it's. It'd be nice if I can just quit my job and do this full time and get paid, but
I know.
Unfortunately,
yeah, I know.
It is what it is. Joe Rogan, if you're listening, I hope you are, and you can throw some of that money my way. But
that's funny.
I'd like to stay in the realm of entertainment. I feel.
Yes.
I think you as well. We both enjoy movies and TV.
Yeah.
I don't think music I can kind of like.
Yeah, I know.
I could take it or leave it, but I'd like to stay in that tight kind of realm. I don't know. I just had the Grammys. Did they have another award ceremony?
Yeah. Yeah, they had the Grammys, but you got to stay up on the current events of that. I mean, half of those people, I've heard their names, but I don't know what they sing. I mean, I really don't. I don't listen to much radio because I go to work at 6. It's 2 minutes away. I mean, radio's on for like 2 seconds. I mean, I used to know everybody, but I really don't know too much anymore. I know, like I said, I know names. That's it.
It's funny because like I'll listen. When I was at work, I was listening to the Elvis Duran show.
Yeah, Elvis Duran. He's been around forever.
Radio forever. He's I'm telling you, I learned a ton of stuff from him just listening to him. He's a great interviewer.
Yeah.
And I listened to his radio show. I used to listen to it daily. And what they would do is on the podcast app, or even I think on iHeartRadio they might have it too. they take his 4-hour show, and you just like there's a few ads here and there for like commercials, but they cut all the music out. It's it's basically just a talk show, a podcast.
That's cool.
So that's kind of how I know a lot, not a ton, but I know a fair amount of new artists and stuff like that.
Right, I understand.
And I say kind of try to almost up with the trend, but that's kind of what I know. That's how I know a lot of the upcoming people.
Well, that's the way you got to do it. I mean, look at us. We've done 100 and what? Well, we did 121 episodes, but I think we did about 124 different movies. Of all kinds. A lot of sports. Mostly sports.
Yeah, mostly sports. But
we covered almost everything you could imagine in sports, pretty much.
Yeah. So, I mean, I know. I don't really think there's... I mean, I'm sure there's a few... I had a few on here that we were going to do. Like, there's a few... there's a ton. If you go on Disney Plus, there's a ton of...
I know. There's a lot more. I'm just saying.
Disney Channel original movies. There's some that are popular. There's some that are like kind of like duds.
Yes.
But again, there's I think we hit almost every sport, every story.
Yeah, we hit track, swimming. Did we do? I don't know if we ever did swimming.
I don't think we did swim. I think I had that up on some of the upcoming ones. But
yes, Pride.
Pride, yep.
That's a swimming movie. Yes, that's a swimming movie. But we never got voted. It never got voted in to go. So we didn't do it. Yes. We did track.
Yeah, we did a lot. Yeah. We did a lot. But no, like I said, I had a lot of fun, and again, we'll see where we're coming.
Yeah, that's fine.
Again, as life goes on, you have 2 grandkids now. Well, at least you already had Chloe, but you got another grandkid. I have. I think when I started this, I didn't have any kids, and now I have.
That's
2.
right. That's right. Yeah. That's right. And Linda has a great niece.
Yeah.
And a great nephew.
Great niece is a great nephew.
Right.
Yeah.
Great nephew. Yeah. Great niece and great nephew. Right.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's excellent.
Yeah. Again, it was an interesting story. Thursday, she had an appointment, and she woke up, not to get too graphic or gory, but she had a little pinkish discharge, and she called the doctor. They said, "Hey, you're coming in anyways, so she's like, I wouldn't worry, so come in." She was going to have an appointment with her OB. Right. They put this little monitor around the belly, monitor the heartbeat, and all that. I guess you have small contractions through your last month of pregnancy. I don't know if you knew.
Oh, okay.
You have small little ones. You're just your uterus is just getting ready slowly but surely. Because this was like 2 or 3 weeks prior. She was just kind of having these little contractions here and there.
Right.
And they said there was nothing to worry about. So they monitor her for 20 minutes there, and they were looking at the results, and they go, I don't see anything too concerning, but we're going to send you to the hospital and let them monitor you. So,
right.
I'm like, all right, here we go. This is the middle of the day. I left work early. This was like 8 o'clock. I left.
Right.
Went to the hospital, Yale. We had to sit there for an hour. Just, it's like, can you go? And he's like,
come on now.
Yeah, and it's like nothing's easy. And they go, same thing. Just like, I don't see anything too concerning. He's like, unfortunately, we're not gonna. At this point, she's like, can you just induce me already and get this over with? I mean, it's past the point where there shouldn't be any complications. And they were like, no, we can't. Unless you're 39 weeks, we're not going to do that. So.
Oh wow, interesting.
Okay, well, I guess we're going to go home, and I went back to work for a little bit. Like no big deal, like just like a regular day. Came home, I made dinner. We sat down. Sat down on the couch. Water breaks. Here we go. Yep. Now the countdown is here, because I guess they want that baby out within 24 hours for risk of any kind of infection.
Oh yeah, sure.
Call the doctor, because that's what they say to do. Wait for the signal to go down. We go down.
Right.
she's fine. She's not really feeling anything. This
was good, though.
This was 5 o'clock. By the time we got into the car, it was like, I don't know, it might have been like closer to 6. Her brother was going to come by and help take care of Stella. And we get into the car, and she starts feeling the contractions. And then from there on, it skyrocketed. Contractions.
Step on the gas.
It was 100%. Step on the gas. She's having trouble, like, again, and I'm trying to valet the freaking car. The lines through, you've been to Yale. We're not walking from the Air Rights garage, which is like 6 miles away. It feels like.
No, why not?
To get down there, and we're going in, and of course there's no urgency.
Right.
She's having contractions here and there, and she's just feeling it. We went to they put us into triage. From triage, they gave her a little bit of, it might have been fentanyl just for the pain, just for right now. She's like, I want the epidural. She's like, why cut the chase? Why be brave? You got it. Get it. They bring us into the labor room. I mean, this is all within like half an hour.
Oh, wow.
Something like that. It was quick. Yeah. It was all quick. It was like we got in there.
That is.
She's having. I don't know if you remember. I don't know about Linda's stories. If she had an epidural or what. I don't know. If
she did.
If you even remember, it's like they go slow. The guy's got to come in. The team, because it's like almost like an anesthesiologist that comes in.
It's a tedious thing.
It is. You cannot screw up, or else it's bad news bears, so to speak.
It is.
And so he's telling all the risk, and this is what's going to happen. Sign here. She scribbles her name. Then it's like, again, she's having contractions through everything. And it's like, you got to get her in the right spot. And then she was having trouble because I guess she was sweating a lot. So once they were able to get it in there, it was trying to keep the needle and everything all in place. They had to duct tape the crap out of her back. Yeah. Got her settled. It was like little before 8. They were like, okay, when we got to the hospital, I should say, she was 5 centimeters. She was almost there.
Almost there.
By the time she had the epidural, and they were like, all right, we're gonna get you. We're gonna check you. She was 10, ready to go.
Oh wow!
So they're like, all right, we're gonna put you in position. We'll get you sitting up and kind of ready, and we'll they waited like a half an hour just to kind of get her all prepped and ready to go. Big push. I could see the head. Another big push. Out. 2 pushes.
Just like that.
10 minutes. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Stella, it was like an hour. I was like, this thing's never coming out.
Oh my god.
And just big 2 pushes, and that was it.
Here comes
Jack. Out. Little Jack. Yeah. Little Jack Frank.
Now here's
8:45. 8:45.
Here's the trivia now.
Yeah.
Where'd you come up with Jack? Is it anything or just the name itself?
No, we always really liked the name Jack. Even like
I do
just
too.
Back in the day, just for as long as I can remember. Even when we were because again I know her since high school. We thought we liked the name Jack.
Wow, interesting.
And again, I kind of wanted to keep Frank in the mix.
I know you did. You did. You told me that.
So it was either Jack, I think, and someone said it sounds like a fighter name, Jack Sullivan.
Does. Irish or fighters.
He can easily be in this movie we're about to cover.
He could have been. He might be.
Jack, or it's funny, we did like Colin, another nice Irish fighter.
Yeah.
But that's just what we had, and rest is history.
I was so happy for you had a boy, only because now your name can carry on now.
Yes.
Which is nice. And Johnny, too, can carry the Peckinham name.
Yeah.
So it's nice to have. Because you don't see that a lot. A lot of people don't. They have all girls. And the name never gets carried on.
I have, I got a buddy of mine that had a girl. I got a guy I know at work has got like 5 girls. They kind of just trying to shoot for a boy. Yeah, honestly, again, when he came out, I was just kind of like, all right, I'm good. I'm content. I like this. Not even like that. It's just like this is what you want, right?
Oh, and plus
ultimately, right?
Oh yeah, the quickness is so. Being no bull, boom, done.
Yeah,
that's nice. Well, congratulations.
Again,
that's really
thank
nice.
you. It's like this is what you want. You want a nice boy to grow, right?
Yep.
It'd be nice.
And we will see it in February.
We're looking forward to it. I know you guys calm down.
I got to make my rounds there.
I know.
I got to get Chloe and Alexander and Stella.
Got a lot of kids to see.
And
now,
Jack.
Huh?
Yes.
But yeah, everything else is good with her. She's mommy.
How's she doing? Good.
She's recovered. I won't say recovered 100%, but I think she spent like a night and a half because he was born at 8:45. So by the time they move you and get you settled in your room,
it's a long day.
It's a long day, which ultimately it wasn't too bad that like it wasn't like in the middle of the night. We were still. I was able to get. And I slept there, so I was able to get a good 4 or 5 hours of sleep. So that's better than nothing.
Nice.
Then I left, went and picked up Stella, and we came back, visit, and then she stayed that full night because I was gonna have the baby has to do minimum 24 hours in the hospital.
Right.
So we were trying to check out 8:45 at night. Let's get us out.
Right.
But I was like, you know what? I got Stella. I'll stay home. It's fine. I picked her up the next morning.
Excellent. So, how's Stella doing with the little one?
She loves him. She loves the little guy. She's.
That's so nice.
She can kind of say his name too. Didn't even.
Oh, that's right.
Again, you don't even think of that. You're like, I want to. It's something easy enough. Like because one of the we like Dominic for a long time too.
It's a nice name.
It's the nicknames too. We like Dominic, or you can call him Dom or Nicky, Jack, Jackie.
Yeah, true.
So like she says Yak. She can kind of say his
good.
name.
That's good.
And she wants to be too. She doesn't want to be rough, but she wants to be. She doesn't know her own strength. That's for sure. But
that's great.
But again, I got a nice 12 weeks off from work, and I'm going to enjoy it, and it should be fun. Yeah, I go back to work the end of April. I went after, so Stella will be 2.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
No sleep for 3 months.
It comes and it goes. It comes and it goes.
I know, you're used to it.
You get to those days and.
Yeah, I know.
Luckily he's been doing pretty well as far as like he's going to the bathroom. He's starting to.
That's good.
That's really the first week is always the toughest because it's getting him to nurse, especially because she was early. Her body wasn't quite ready yet either, so the milk production isn't quite there yet, and then that's really the roughest part. But he's catching on a little bit more.
Okay.
I know Johnny dropped off a care package of clothes and stuff, and I know they just said they have some more stuff, so we're willing to take whatever you got. we had a few things here and there. We had about few outfits that were kind of gender neutral, blue, green.
Yeah.
But other than that, that's really it. After newborn, that's pretty much it. So.
Oh yeah! Wow.
But no, we're enjoying it. Everything's great. Anything has been going on with you? I see you got a lot of new additions to behind you. You got all the Star Wars,
you see it?
Star Wars Legos, huh?
I did this is the X-wing. This is a regular. That's a 3D TIE Fighter. You see the TIE Fighter? That's X-wing. I'm not X-wing. That's
I see the Gauntlet. Yeah.
3D. The Gauntlet and
the
Gauntlet is the. That's the what do you call it? That's Legos.
Yeah, that's
the AT Walker. That's also 3D. I just did those. I put those shelves up, and we just finished the Star Destroyer. I think Linda might have told you.
I don't know. I think you saw something in the back.
It's not here. It's out there. 1,500 pieces. Jerry got me that.
Really? I tell you what you ought to do, and I'll tell you because of Legos. Because I finished. I know I've been showing you a little bit here and there.
Yeah.
The Jaws one I finished. And I'll have to show you when you come here. The Jaws one was the biggest one I've done. Pretty hard lot of details. A lot of details in it. It was a fun one to do, though, I got to say, because they give you a lot of stuff for the inside of the cabin as well.
Oh,
and then you put the cabin on, and it was a lot of details. So right now
I'll check that out when I come.
I got the Hogwarts castle. I have. That's the biggest one. Yeah, Walmart had it $100 off. I was like, I got it right.
Wow.
So I got that one's like $2,500, which is I think would be the most. And I got the DeLorean. Got to do that.
Cool.
That's what Casey bought me for my birthday.
Wow.
So I got those on deck, kind of waiting to. I got all the time in the world.
I want to get the castle, Disney.
Disney.
It's about $700. Yeah, it's 10,000 pieces, I think.
You know what? You can check on Facebook Market. I know you're not a big Facebook guy, but I've been trying to negotiate with this guy. He's got the. I've been lowballing the shit out of him. The Rivendell, from Lord of the Rings.
Yes.
He's got Rivendell for $450, and I've been trying to get him.
Yeah, I gotta look around.
But it's interesting. I know they're nice,
awesome.
but again, a lot expensive. But good. That's good. I'm glad we talked, and I know I haven't seen it in a while. So let's get this movie going, and we'll finish it up.
All right, here we go.
Yep.
It is the Fighter. It was released December 17th, 2010. Budget of $25 million, a gross of $129 million. Directed by David O. Russell. Starring Mark Wahlberg as Mickey Ward, Christian Bale as Dickie Englund, his brother, Melissa Leo as Alice Ward, their mother, Amy Adams as Charlene Fleming, and Mickey O'Keefe as Mickey O'Keefe. This is based on the true story of Mickey Ward, a fledgling boxer who tries to escape the shadow of a more famous but troubled older boxer brother and get his own shot at greatness. 74 wins, 123 nominations, and 2 Oscars. Christian Bale for supporting actor and Melissa Leo for supporting actress. 1 hour and 56 minutes. I bought this movie for $3.99. Then I found out it was on Google TV. So whatever. Really? But that's where I watched it. What about you?
Movie to watch. It
is a very good movie.
It was on Paramount Plus.
Okay. All right. All right.
Yeah.
So that's it. Now we go with Frank's 5 fun facts. What do you got?
Did you see the opening weekend? The opening weekend, it only did like $300,000.
Yeah, that's why I didn't put it in there. I don't know. This was in the movies. I'm pretty sure. I don't know for sure.
I know. I'll be wondering. Maybe I'll see if I can get a chance to Google it or something to see what it went up against. Maybe it was something else that kind of just steamrolled it.
It could have been. I know. I looked at that and I said, "Well, I'm not going to do it because I don't know if that means it wasn't in the movies or it was." Or
that's true too. But again, I mean, Mark Wahlberg, Christian Bale are no name actors.
No.
Even in 2010. You could say, oh, well, they were earlier on. They weren't really that early on in their careers. They were pretty much probably in their prime.
Yeah.
But that's neither here nor there. But I'll do my 5 fun facts here. All right.
Let's see what we got.
Christian Bale got involved when Mark Wahlberg asked him to take part in the movie. Wahlberg and Bale knew each other through their daughters, who attended the same elementary school. He said Mark Wahlberg waived his own salary and took no upfront fee for this film. And Christian Bale was only paid $250,000 for his role.
Boy, they must have really enjoyed doing this, and they just said, "Well,
yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's wild. I didn't know their kids. That's wild with their kids. Yeah,
it's all about who you know, huh?
That's right. Yeah, you never know.
But yeah,
that's pretty good.
Fact number 2: Mickey Ward's real-life trainer, Mickey O'Keefe, was asked to appear as himself in the film, but turned it down. Since he never acted before, Mark Wahlberg told him he would be able to, since he was a cop, and therefore I guess he had to just act and think on his feet. He was convincing enough that he took the role. So
that's crazy. When I did the thing, Mickey O'Keefe is Mickey O'Keefe, and I'm saying
I didn't realize that either. Yeah.
Oh wow! Wow. So he wasn't an actor then. He wasn't an actor.
No, it's just I guess it's
he just was the cop. That's the cop that's in the.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow! That's
it's like anything. He's just train your boxer, right?
Wow, that's wild.
Let's see. Fact number 4. So Dickie did not how do you say his last name? Elklund?
Englund. Let me see it again. Hey, Eklund.
Why is he? Did it say? I mean, they're brothers, but I guess are they different fathers or?
Oh, that's interesting. Well, you didn't. Well, you saw the father. Yeah,
I don't think
that's a good one.
Yeah, I don't know.
It could have been a fighting name though.
Maybe.
So a lot of times they do that. They might have used the last name of different fighting. I don't know. That's a good one.
But I guess he didn't like how his mother and sisters were portrayed in the film. He yelled at Christian Bale after a screening in anger. His sisters also did not like their portrayal. And let's see.
Oh, jeez.
Beaver Eklund, I think it was his wife. Beaver.
Okay.
Walked out of the screening, I guess, when they saw the film in protest. So,
oh boy, come on.
Yeah, we'll talk more about that.
Yeah,
we'll get into that one. Fact number 4: Matt Damon and Brad Pitt were previously attached to play Dickie, but the role went to Christian Bale, I guess, who went on to win an Academy Award. Before Bale's casting, Mark Wahlberg talked to Eminem about taking the role, but Eminem declined in order to work more on his music.
I could see Eminem playing that part. You mean of Dickie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also said that, Mark Wahlberg, I guess, sent the script to Martin Scorsese. I guess he turned it down. I don't know why. Yeah. No, it's interesting. I think Matt Damon could have done it as well.
Oh, yeah. I agree. Yeah.
Let's see here. So major studios in Hollywood declined to finance this movie because Paramount's enthusiasm of the material, because they weren't really enthused. The studio executed a right of first refusal. The script then ended up with producer Ryan Kavanaugh, who then reworked it to make it more accessible and family friendly. I don't know what you want to call it, family friendly, but I guess Kavanaugh self-funded the $25 million, including the marketing campaign.
Wow.
And I guess that's kind of the rest is history.
Yeah, well, that's the way it goes sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes the scripts.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with it, yeah.
All right, let's get into the movie. So,
all right. Yeah.
I haven't seen this movie in a long time.
Me neither.
I've seen it before.
Yep.
I care to say the main character is Christian Bale, no?
I agree. I hate to say it that way, but that's what it is.
I mean...
He stole the show there. He stole it.
I forget it. The fact of his acting. I think the story is mostly about him. I mean, it's definitely more... I feel like it's definitely like 60-40.
I agree.
Maybe even like 45, but his acting steals the movie.
It does. It does. Mark Wahlberg was just I hate to say it. He did a hell of a job. He looked really good, man. And he didn't use the little trick things I picked up here. He trained extensively, it says.
Yeah.
He had a gym in his house. He built the gym in a boxing ring. And also, he had no body doubles. He did all that fighting, whatever it was, the fighting. He did it all on his own. So you got to give him credit for that. He always does his roles very well, especially physical roles.
He's
like Invincible.
Yeah, you're right. He's one of the most underrated actors. I think out there.
He is. I agree.
He's got a lot of range. He does comedy. You've seen it in the movie Ted.
Yeah.
He's funny.
I agree with
action. You. I mean, the guy is just...
Yeah, I know. Unfortunately, those guys like him, Will Ferrell, I'm just saying, and Vince Vaughn, hey, they never win nothing. No. Which is a joke, because comedians don't win nothing. I'm not saying they're comedians. I'm just saying comedic parts don't win. And that's bull. No. That's acting, man. I'm sorry. It's always too serious.
This is in his heat of, I don't know if he's in his prime now, but I mean, he did before this. He did Italian Job, Four Brothers, Invincible, The Departed was before this. Shooter.
Those are excellent. Those are all excellent movies.
The Happening, Max Payne, Lovely Bones, which is a serious movie.
Yes, it was.
You name it, he's done it. So he's a prime of his career.
He don't get nothing though.
Which again, $25 million, but you see, that's what they took the pay cut. They were able to do a lot with it.
Yeah, they did. That must have paid for a lot of different things in it. That's what I'm figuring. Melissa Leo, she played an excellent Boston mother in it. She's awesome.
Sure did. Huh?
She won the supporting actress. She was excellent.
I don't know if I've seen her in anything else.
No, I didn't either. I don't think I have. I mean, but in that she was very good. They all played good parts in that. Even the daughters. I didn't know that was all their sisters or whatever they were.
What
all sitting there. Oh,
motley crew.
Oh man.
Judging Amy Adams. I mean,
I know.
Let me tell you, Amy. This was definitely a different role for her. She's definitely more of like the girl next door.
Yes, right.
Type woman, and they portray her a little. Again, she's a little scandalous in this movie, so to speak. Yeah. She plays the Boston accent well. But
remember too, in Superman, she played Lois Lane. Mm-hmm. Plays a good Lois Lane. She plays a good mild. I don't know how to explain it. The girl, like you said, the girl next door. That's average, what she plays.
Yeah, your average. I don't say your average Joe, but your average Joe.
Yeah, she plays a very good part, and Amy Adams it was a nice part she played. It really was. It was a good part. Good cast. The father. I'm sorry I didn't mention the father in there. Father was excellent in it. It was just good. The whole thing was set up so it was very well done. I thought.
Yeah, no, you're right, and I think it's funny because you have the body trans. We talk about this where the main stars get the big bucks because again the stuff they have to do to their body. Mark Wahlberg, gaining the muscle, gaining the weight forever. Christian Bale for losing weight.
Man,
he looked a part of a crackhead.
Didn't he?
Small.
He was so funny in it too.
Yeah, he was. That common thing where he's in the crack house and he tries to escape and he jumps out the window and that bag of trash is there for him to land in, and they already know he's back there. It's funny.
Oh my god, it was wild. I love the boxing part was good. He gets now. How about the guy he fights that I didn't know this? This is a true story. He fights the guy that he wasn't supposed to fight.
Yeah,
guy had 20 pounds on him. That's a big difference. Yeah,
that's a huge difference.
He got his head beaten.
Yeah,
that was horrible. But it's a tough sport. That's a real tough sport. Remember, they were real boxers.
Yeah,
those guys, they really are. So, but
all the a lot of action.
Action was nice. How about the fight with the cops and the. It was crazy.
I remember that part when they bashed on his hand. I wonder if that really happened.
Oh, I don't know.
Again, we don't want to look it all up and see what's authentic and what's wild.
Not for nothing. What are you doing there? Why are you bashing his hand for? You had him. He's on his car. His hands are on the car.
Who the hell
Nobody
knows?
does that. You did that today. Forget about it. Hate to say it, you'd be gone.
Yeah.
As a cop.
Hey,
that was kind of weird.
Not for nothing, but what would happen if they were black?
Oh,
never know.
Yeah,
that's another story.
And you do realize the guy that I had it here when they have the police fight.
Yeah,
I don't know if you read it. It's his nephew or somebody that arrests him.
Really?
Arrests him remember when he arrests him, he grabs him and everything. Yeah, it's his nephew. I forgot. Oh, Sean Eklund. Yeah. The young man who rushes into the restaurant to warn the Eklund Ward family that Dickie is being beaten up by the cops is actually Sean Eklund, nephew of the real Mickey Ward and Dickie Eklund. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow, interesting. I'm sure there was a bunch of people.
Oh, me too.
Me too. I noticed.
I think there was a lot of little itty bitty parts that they were in there. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean the action was great. The fighting montages were awesome. Very authentic to that Boston kind of like not street life, but they're all like kind of drunks and in the bar. It's
a big thing. Lowell, Mass isn't really that big. I mean, that's what they do. They stick together. I'm sure it's that way in Green Bay too. In those little towns. That's what it is. It's all about Green Bay. They live that life. That's
I know.
What it is.
It's funny because like in every meeting they had, like everybody had to be involved. All the sisters and the brothers.
Oh yeah. I know it's.
But I mean, again, ultimately they were dragging him down.
They were dragging him down. Yeah.
They weren't looking out for him.
Nope. No.
And again, the drugs were dragging him. Were dragging Nicky
down. You hear what the cop said? He's been 27 times. He's been to court.
Yeah.
27 times.
I didn't. It's well, and again, I was like, well, how long did he go to? He went to jail for like 9 months.
Was it 8, 9 months? I was trying to figure out what it was.
Yeah, I was trying to figure it out too, and they said it was like 8 months. That's a long time.
That's the best thing for him, though.
You see, you can, and that's what's funny is you see him. He looks noticeably different. And
he does.
He looks better, especially when he comes out. You can tell him he's clean. Yeah. Did you think he was going to go use when he went to that house?
No, I didn't. I thought he was going to bring him the cake. Actually, that's what I thought.
That's funny.
No lie. I said, yeah, he's going to bring him the cake. He's not going in there. And they all looked at him like. But see, that's what people do, though. That's what people do. They draw you back in. You know.
And it's sad to say, but I'm sure there's plenty of people that had been in jail or rehab or whatever. And go right back to using.
Oh yeah, right.
It's the sad, I agree with you. Truth. I mean, I wondered, did they really come out with a documentary this? They did.
Actually, it's here. It says it. Once again, just give me a second. I think I put it down. Yeah, it says inspired by the HBO documentary High on Crack Street, The Lost Lives in Lowell of 1995. They made it. So it was based on a true story. Now, I don't know if it was him, but it was based on a true story, yes.
It might be worth. I think it is. It might be worth watching, honestly.
I know. I might try watching that.
For the mere fact that, you know what I mean? We just watched the movie.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy.
I guess Wahlberg insisted that be on the set every day so that he could study him, Mickey Ward. The way he walked, the way he talked, the way everything. He tried to, he don't. One thing about him, he gets into his movies. He really does.
I mean, you see them do, all this stuff where they watch the videotape and all sorts of stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, there was no way he was going to win that fight against the other guy because he wasn't ready for him. He wasn't prepared for that fighter. Yeah.
It was funny when he said, Mark Wahlberg's talking to Amy Adams about boxing and stuff, and he's like, it's boxing's a chess game.
Oh yeah, it's a chess match.
And I didn't think of it like that at one point, but you're right. Yeah, it's absolutely like can't just throw punches. Everything's got to be planned and
Well, remember we were talking about Tyson. I couldn't remember who beat him that time when that HBO thing. I told you I went out. I taped it. I said, "Well, he's going to kill him." It was Buster Douglas.
Gotcha.
And Buster Douglas was a boxer. Tyson he comes at you. He's not a boxer.
Gotcha.
And Buster Douglas outboxed him and beat him. It's as simple as that. And that's what happens. He's a slugger. I'm sorry. Tyson's a slugger. And a lot of times a good boxer will beat sluggers because they just did what you said. It's a chess game.
Chess match, yeah.
Yeah. How about the fight he fought where I know what he was doing. Muhammad Ali did that against Foreman where he did the rope-a-dope.
Yeah.
Put his hands up. Let him tire himself out. Hit him with the one punch. See you later.
Boom. Yeah. I was gonna say a few of his shots were in the body.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a kidney punch though, but it worked.
Yeah.
We'll take it, right?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Oh, real quick.
Yeah.
I got their records because I wanted to look them up.
Yeah. I'm glad you did.
Eklund had 29 fights, 19 wins, 10 losses, 4 KOs. He fought for 10 years, from 75 to 85, and he's 67 right now. And Mr. Mickey Ward, 51 fights, 38 wins, 13 losses, 27 KOs, and he fought for 18 years, from 85 to 2005. And I think he's a little younger. I think he's like 65, I think.
Yeah, I would imagine.
But that's their records. So it's all real. They really fought people.
Yeah.
And the thing with what's his name? O'Keefe? Sugar Ray Leonard?
Yeah.
He tripped. He tripped, yeah.
Did he?
Yeah, he tripped. That's what really happened. He didn't knock him down.
I mean,
it says it right there in the ref. It's in the thing. So
right.
Whatever.
No, I assume. Yeah. I mean,
they got their feet hung up, and he tripped over him and he fell.
And he fell. Well, I mean,
I like the story. Don't you better?
Oh yeah, he couldn't get over that. It was.
I love it.
His claim to fame is he beat Sugar Ray. But it happens. You've seen fights where people trip and one wrong step.
Wrong step.
You're done.
You're right. Yeah, you're done. Yeah. Once again, the mother was awesome in it. She really was. I mean,
they're so brutal.
How about
even the sisters?
To Charlene, remember?
Yeah.
Who are you? She says. I already told you who I am. I'm Charlene.
Yeah.
You don't belong
here. They were calling her this. I laughed. Skank, an MTV girl. I'm like, what does that even mean?
I don't know. I didn't understand that.
I was waiting for them to start fighting. I was like, here we go. I'm surprised it didn't happen sooner.
I know. Hey, she got some good shots in on
Sure did. I know.
Hey, how about the jail scene? He was like a superstar there.
Yeah.
Dickie.
Yeah.
When he goes in, they're all giving him.
I know. That was a funny scam that he was doing. He was getting.
Yeah. Did you see that? What's going on here? A little Ponzi scam there?
Yeah, it looked like it. Yeah. Anything to get money for drugs.
Yep. He wasn't getting it for the training.
No.
Maybe a little bit. Pyramid scheme.
Yep.
They shot that in 33 days.
That's fast.
Did you see the end? Did you see the end of it, though? No, not
yeah, they had the two.
Did you see the end? Was that
brothers.
Cool?
Yeah. No,
that was good.
I like that, yeah.
And the cop comes in, he goes like this. Hey, puts the hand up. Give me the cuffs. Oh, that's funny.
This director, let me see here.
He does some good stuff, right? I'm pretty sure.
David O. Russell. Let's see here.
What has he done? I thought he's done a couple
American
of
Hustle.
Things. Okay, that's a good movie.
Christian Bale in it.
Yeah.
Silver Linings Playbook.
Yeah, that's a good movie. I've actually seen it.
Yeah. Just trying to look real quick. But yeah, I mean, he's done a fair bit of work.
Yeah, he's done some stuff. Like I said, I've seen both of those.
Yeah.
Let's see here. What else we got?
Let's see here. Yeah, I know. A lot of the stuff is.
Yeah, I guess he was eating very little, Christian Bale, and he even went missing for hours at a time preparing for his role. So I don't think he ate much. He lost a lot of weight. 40 pounds he lost, I think. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's no joke. That's for sure.
Man. I guess in the big fight filmed in Lowell at the Tsongas Arena had over 200 dummies in it.
Really?
Props. Yeah.
That's funny.
And one more thing, not mentioned in the movie is that, if I knew this, is the fact Mickey Ward had 2 world title fights before his successor world championship.
Gotcha.
So before he knocks that guy out, the Irish guy in England, he had 2 title fights. He didn't win them, but he had chances to win the title. Yep.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Amy Adams was pregnant.
Was she?
During the filming, yeah.
Really?
Must have been
towards the end or the beginning.
I don't know. Must have been really early because she had no belly at all.
I know, and I was going to say, sometimes a lot of women use body doubles.
Yes.
But it definitely looked like you can see her body and her face together for sure.
Yes, right, exactly, yeah.
But
yeah, it was good. It was well done. I like the scenes in the gym. How about when he nails his brother pretty good? I think he's really pissed at him.
Yeah.
Funny, when they were sparring, he hits him really. Yeah.
I mean, he got a lot of resentment and.
Yeah.
And I like the fact that, get towards the end kind of a little bit where he ends up going to what's-her-face's house, Charlene, and kind of like, listen, he's like, he wants to train with me. He needs you there. Let's come to a what do you call it, an agreement or a understanding that, like, he needs us both. I mean, again, the guy still is a fighter. He's not like some Joe, some nobody off the street. So he knows what he's talking about. He's just
he does.
He's got to stay clean.
Yeah, that's a nice scene there. I like that scene. That's a good scene. You're right. I'm sure that happened too, to some extent.
Yeah.
And you realize he trains now. He still trains.
I mean,
people. Yeah.
Again, they don't. leave the sport. They'll find a way to coach or train.
Yeah,
and stay involved.
Yeah, they'll die in that gym when they're done.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, I mean that's mostly everything I got. I liked it. It was nice seeing some of the, because I don't know what year is it supposed to be. It was kind of I don't know. I find all the stuff, the background stuff of the,
it was 80.
The cars.
Well, it was 80s. It was 80s.
So early 80s. Some of the older cars.
It
was funny. Cool. You got Answer Machine. All these kind of funny things from the 80s.
Hey, music was good too. A lot of good music in it.
Right. Yep. That's a good point. I didn't make that comment. The music is great. I want to see if we got here for soundtracks. Let's see here. Sweet. They had a lot of good. I'm trying to find something.
Yeah, it's got to be 80s because he started fighting in 85. So it's got to be mid 80s, I would say. I don't think it's because Dickie wasn't fighting no more, and he finished in 85.
Yeah, I don't know. That's all I got. You got anything else?
No, it was good. I had a ball watching it. It was really good, very well done, and I think the two of them at the end there that they show, the real ones, I think they really enjoyed the way it went. I really do.
Yeah.
So,
I
liked it.
I had to look up, in the end, they say he weighs 100. He weighs, what was it? Was it 10 stones or something like that?
Yeah, that was interesting.
I was like, what? It's so 10 stones is 140 pounds.
Oh, okay.
So it's 1 stone is 14 pounds or something like that.
There you go. You see, you did your homework.
Because I was like, because I figured, and I was trying to remember, because I think because he was
welterweight.
Welterweight, right?
Right.
So I was like, I figured he was kind of small, but.
And the guy that came down was a middleweight, but he just made the weight to make the welterweight.
Right.
That's what he did. So, yeah. Yeah, the weights are very important in boxing. You can't screw around with that stuff. You can get disqualified for that. So, I'll start if you want with the what do you call it?
Oh, ratings.
Rating.
Yes. Yeah, go ahead.
So IMDb gave it a 7.8. I love the cast. Christian Bale steals this movie. He does, and that's why he won the Academy Award.
Yeah,
he steals it. And Mark Wahlberg, was just playing the part of his brother. And I'll tell you, like I said, I liked everybody in it. It was good. Even the sisters, even though they were miserable, they were a trip.
Yeah, go ahead.
They were a trip sitting there with the 80s hairdos.
Oh, I know. Big blowout. Yeah.
So I'm going to go with, I'm going to go a little higher for this. It's a good boxing movie. I'm going to go like an 8.2.
8.2.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's based on a true story, too, which I thought they did a really good job.
Very true. Yeah, again, it's the action is good. It's
the boxing was good.
Boxing was great.
Yeah, it was.
I think. Father of a Newborn.
Oh boy.
I think everyone was authentic to like the role. Again, I think
I agree totally with you.
They might have upplayed some of the sister stuff, but I think they really did at least get involved. I mean, it wouldn't be in the story if it wasn't true. I mean, I would think because that's part of the whole story is his family just getting involved when they shouldn't have.
Exactly.
Maybe I'm wrong, but I think that's authentic. Against Boston movie.
Yep.
I'm gonna give it an 8.
Yep. That's fair.
Timing wise, it was a little, it was a little too long. I think you could have cut a little things here and there out.
Yeah, you're right. I agree with that. They had to get the boxing in though. That was the thing, the fights and stuff.
So they had to get that in, but again, it also had to show you the story of his crack addiction.
Exactly.
It's like the whole movie.
Oh yeah.
They had to show him smoking crack in the crack house numerous times.
Yeah, they did.
and you need a love interest in there. It's funny because my mother-in-law in Casey, she's like, "Didn't we do this movie already?" I was like, "No, we haven't. I've had it on the voting list once or twice, but
nobody chose it.
They got it confused with Southpaw with Jake Gyllenhaal, okay. And I'm like, okay, I can kind of see they got some sort of resemblance. I could definitely see that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely a solid movie. It's funny you don't see this movie on TV too much. At least I don't.
No, you do not.
Think so because again,
I don't know why
we haven't seen it in a while.
No, I haven't.
No idea. I don't know. But yeah, that's all I really got. Anything else you've been watching that's kind of you want to highlight or something?
I watched The Night Agent. We're watching right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Second season. And somebody told me about Paradise. Was that you?
No.
Paradise.
Squid Games. Did you watch Squid Games?
I know. No. Not yet. No.
You're
pushing it out.
I'll give you.
What else?
We watched The Bookie.
Really?
On Max, HBO Max with.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a dark comedy because it's about with Sebastian Maniscalco and
that's right.
Some other guy, I don't know.
I love him.
It's a dark comedy. Again,
I gotta watch it.
They're two bookies and they get rough and let's just say they happen to be in the wrong places at the wrong time. But it's got him in it. It's got 2 seasons. It's a quick watch. They're like half an hour long.
I like that.
Omar Dorsey is the co-star. Is a big black guy. And then Jorge Garcia is another guy that's in there, which I don't know if you know him. He's the big guy from Lost.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But it's got a lot of HBO people that have been. You've seen them. You've seen him in other things for sure.
Yeah, got it.
But it's a good show. It's a good.
I have to try that out.
Yeah, quick watch. Yeah. We watched. I think we watched it in like a week. It was like 2 seasons.
Beautiful.
16 episodes. That's really it. That's all I got.
That's it. Well,
it's been real. It's been fun.
I'll see you in February.
Yeah. No, I know. We'll see you in February.
About 3 weeks.
This podcasting again, it sucks to go away. I enjoyed doing it, but again, life goes on, and who knows what the future will bring. We'll see. We'll see where we go from there.
All right.
That's us signing off, and that's the ball game.